Mr. Osman, now let's talk about the Gulf states like Saudi Arabia and the UAE. They're urging Trump towards a deal with Iran. How influential will the Gulf players be when it comes to shaping U.S. strategy in the region?
Of course, the countries of the Arabian Gulf do have a vested interest in avoiding the prospects of a conflict on their home front, because make no mistake about it, if the United States engages Iran and strikes Iran, probably Iran will, or most certainly, Iran will target U.S. assets and interests in its near vicinity, which is in the Arab Gulf states. And of course, one of those Arab Gulf states, Oman, is the mediator between Iran and the United States in these indirect negotiations. So you can imagine how invested they are in this. Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia have all informed the United States that they oppose a military strike on Iran, that they will not facilitate or aid such a strike. And on the other hand, they have urged the Iranians to take serious steps in order to reach a deal. Because if they do not reach a deal, the continued existence of the Iranian nuclear program as it is, with its very high enrichment rates, it does threaten the security of the Gulf states. And on the other hand, if the negotiations also collapse and the United States and Israel decide to neutralize the Iranian nuclear program with a military strike, definitely those countries will inevitably get dragged into the war. And of course, any prospects of a war in the Gulf region will cause a suspension, or will at least severely hamper the oil supplies of these countries to the global market, devastating their own economies and also ravaging the global economy as well.